Hello guys, and welcome to Till Vacuum Do Us Part, and welcome to today's video. It's all about getting organized on a budget. So this very first project that we're starting on is here in my kitchen. I noticed that I had like our drinking cups separate from like all of our like water tumblers and Starbucks cups, and I really wanted to get those all together on the same side as the kitchen. When I'm organizing, I really like to keep like light items together. So I'm gonna pull out all the water tumblers and then all my dishes and switch those two cabinets. So as you can see here, I'm organizing and I'm not spending any money. I'm just putting a little bit of work in so that the kitchen's gonna function a little bit better. And like I said, I'm doing this for $0. This is also a really good time to declutter when you're pulling things out if you need to do that. I have a teenager in the house right now and she loves collecting things. It changes throughout the years. Right now it's all her water tumblers and we use these every single day. So to me it's worth it. It makes us want to drink water. So we're going to keep everything we have here, but eventually one day I will declutter these if we stop using them. Now I want to go ahead and thank Walmart for sponsoring today's video. They need no introduction. I know you guys are already shopping there and love them, but if you Walmart, you already know that the red rollback arrows mean you're getting a huge deal, and new ones are popping up all the time, so be on the lookout. And their rollbacks offer you even lower prices on all your favorites, so you can shop for everything you want and need while staying on budget, which is huge. And also, just a reminder, remember that this lower cost does not mean lower quality. It just means you're getting a really good deal, which is what we love around here on my channel. And rollbacks are on amazing seasonal items as well, so keep your eye out looking for those items. I found some amazing organizers from Walmart that I'm so excited to share with you today. Now, the first thing I'm starting with are like my home edit bins, and I've had a ton of these already in my house. If you're watching those clips in the past, I have them everywhere. So I was gonna start here in my bathroom, and first I'm just gonna clean out what I have, and then I'll add in the new ones as we go. But as you watch today's video, I'm gonna be using all these Walmart bins or organizers that I found, and I have some good ones, so definitely keep watching because I want to show you why I love them and how I'm using them. I honestly feel like a lot of people think when you are organizing that it has to be super expensive, and I want to let you know that is not true. Like, Walmart has amazing organizers. They have all different kinds for you to choose from, and don't get stuck that they have to go in certain places. I use my organizers everywhere. I use them in drawers, I use them in refrigerators. So just in case you buy one and it doesn't fit in the space that you need it to, just remember to hold on to it and try it in a few different areas because it's gonna have the perfect spot. And organization is just key to keeping your life simple. Like, I don't want to run around looking for like my hairbrush or rubber bands or whatever I'm organizing at the time. If everything has a home and a divider, it just makes life a little more easy and simplified, so you're not just constantly running around your house looking for different items. Everything should have a home, and then if you have like a lot of one thing, it's nice to just have one bin, so it doesn't have to be organized. It can just all be thrown into that one bin, but you know right where it is. I'm going to continue working on all my spaces and showing you all the organizers that I got from Walmart. But make sure to visit their rollbacks page and look for the red rollback arrow online to find the best deals. I'm going to leave all the details down below in my description box. And thanks again to Walmart for sponsoring today's video, but hang tight because I want to show you how I'm using the rest of their dividers.
The sky is going black, so come with us. Don't hold back. Tonight is all we have. The sky is going black, so come with us.
It is so hard to tell on camera, but this drawer looks so much better. I've been putting this off for so long, but I know we're going to be listing our house soon, and I thought if anybody opens up this drawer, it's just so gross. It had makeup all in it and hair, and I just needed to rework it a little bit, and it has been working out so well. But now we're going to continue on, and I was needing some more of these dividers, and so I went ahead and opened up this container. Even since then, I bought one more of this pack. I love this pack because you get so many good sizes. So they have like specific organizer bins that you can pick out. It's for like the laundry room or the pantry. But this particular one I'll have linked for you, and it's my favorite for sure. This space I'm working on now, I'm not really going to show up close because it's like my intimate drawer. It has like my socks and underwear and all of that in it, but I've never actually divided it up. Now I've done like socks versus like underwear, but now I had all these little dividers from Walmart, so I showed you here. Try to get the layout before you start organizing things in, like make sure it's gonna fit. You can even tell it's a tight squeeze, but if you like shove it down in there, it's so nice if you can fill every gap because nothing will slide. Everything has a home, so you can put like your white socks together or tall socks versus like no-shows, like your different styles of underwear or bras. You can kind of like organize it all, so when you're looking, you're not digging through like one whole pile of socks to find the one white one. So just keep that in mind. That's been a game changer for me since I worked on that drawer on camera. But now I want to talk about these white dividers, organizers, bins, whatever you want to call them. It is so nice. They have a lid. They're stackable. You can also put the lid underneath it, so if you're not using the lid at the time, you can still like have it with it just in case you need to use it the next time. These were a game changer. I'm pretty sure it came in the set of 4 and I grabbed 2 sets. I'm going to buy a ton more. I use this here like in my dresser in my closet, and you're going to see the other spaces. I'm going to be using them as we go forward, but I am in love with these. They're affordable. I love their white. Sometimes you want clear bins so you can see what's in them, and sometimes you want white bins so they can like hide things that you don't want everybody to see. So I'm also going to be putting these in my nightstand that you can tell here, and then I'm going to even use them in my bathroom as well. Here is what they look like up close, and I love for them like to be in a nightstand drawer because everything was rolling around like in my drawer, but this keeps it nice and snug. I also like to keep my warm socks in my drawer at night, so when I get cold I can just put them on. But sometimes you don't want everyone to see that. Like if people are coming in looking at my house, they really shouldn't be opening up my nightstand, but if they do, I don't want just like socks sitting there. So it's really cool that they have lids. I had some more left over, and so I really wanted to use them in like my beauty cabinet in the bathroom. So I had like 3 separate dividers for my nail polish, but I really wanted them in one. So like when I grab it to go paint my toes in the living room, or Savannah grabs it, we were having to hang on to like 3 different bins or 3 different organizers. I love that it's all just in one container now. These bins can be used so many different ways, so just keep them in the back of your mind if you're going to be organizing a space soon, or go ahead and get them and use what you need and then return what you don't, because I just loved using them in my home. But now we're going to talk about baskets because I feel like they're a really good organizational tool as well. They come in so many different styles and colors. Once again, I picked these up from Walmart. I loved them. I loved that they were like a lighter color. I loved that they had the liner in it. You can use this for like dog items, toys, beauty, you name it. They can be used so many different ways. And I feel like this is one of those things that if you want items hid, so like clear bins, you want to be able to see through them. So maybe it's medicine or something you're digging for. Other times, if you want a cabinet to look nice and neat, you may want more of a basket so you can't see through it, but you can keep a lot of like light items together in it so you know what's in there, but it's not something you need to look for all the time. And it's just such a pretty way to organize, if you ask me. I don't know about you guys, but under sinks is just not a good place for me. I feel like they get so unorganized. You can just throw so much underneath there. It has to serve so many purposes. It's like overflow of items, cleaning products. Like we have a lot of like travel items for when we travel. I like to just have those little baggies ready to go so I don't even have to think about it. So just grabbing these like clear bins really pulled together Chase's side underneath the sink. So if you watched my last video, I worked on my sink, like my side. And so this time I'm going to be tackling the rest of underneath the sinks in the house just because mine got me so motivated. But once again, just taking all of these different size dividers and putting light items together. So now when Chase needs to like shave his head, all of his razors and every attachment that goes with it is all in one bin. So he's not digging through his entire cabinet. He's just pulling out one little divider, he uses it and then puts it back. So just keeping like items in the same divider is huge. And that's what I really love about these home edit bins. They come in so many different sizes and you see these big ones and think, can I really fill those up? Or you see these tiny ones and think, I'm not gonna be able to put anything in there. And then when you get organizing, you realize you need all those sizes, and that's what makes everything work. Now that that sink is complete and looking amazing, we're going to move on to my powder bathroom. I will say we don't keep a ton in here, but it just doesn't look nice and organized, and just by putting a few things in here really does make a difference. So I'm just trying to go beneath every sink so I can have them all looking nice when you open it. Once again, I'm using one of these basket bins again. It's really good for like toilet paper. You can keep this underneath the sink, or you could keep it on the back of the toilet as well. My daughter has like a basket like this and it's perfect, so you don't see it, but you know it's there if you need it.
Not like it was before. At the edge, we should break it. You keep on coming back for more. I've been waiting here before. It is not the first time. Thinking that you'll come around. I've been waiting here before. It is not the first time. Thinking that you'll change this time. No, I don't need a...
If you're new here, or maybe you're just not caught up, maybe you've been busy, and you love these organizational type videos, definitely make sure you watch some of my most recent videos when you're finished watching today's. I've been organizing a lot, I've been sharing a lot of products that I'm using, and just tips and tricks that help, and it'll help keep you motivated if you're wanting to get your home organized. And I will be putting out like an organized home tour soon. It may be next month, but I know you guys always enjoy that, just so you guys can get inspired and get ideas. So definitely make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of those videos. We are moving on to the last and final under the sink organization, but I just wanted to show you under every sink because every sink like space or area looks different and we have different products. So I thought maybe if my powder room wasn't relatable, maybe my daughter's is. If my daughter's isn't, maybe my husband is. And it just kind of gives you ideas on how to organize those spaces. So now we're going to work on hers. Once again, it's a lot of the same system. So if you can just get one system down, you can carry that system through the rest of your house. Last minute, I decided to switch out the basket for the clear bin in my powder bathroom. I finally realized that that's one of those spaces that guests use, and you don't want items closed off. You want it clear where they can see in it. So I was just showing you right there that I had kind of switched that over. But now we're heading into my kitchen, and I had got an organizer for like my foil and like parchment paper and all of that. It had matched all like my baggie holders. It was black. And so definitely stay tuned because this one was a fail and you will find out why. Anytime I'm adding dividers or organizers to a drawer, I try to make sure it fits before I do too much work. So you can see I'm taking my time, I'm making sure this is gonna fit in there. I'm still gonna be able to fit anything else that I need in there as well. So do all of that before you take too much time. What I forgot to do was make sure I could close the drawer. So you're gonna see me. I make sure the drawer fits, all the other items fit. I'm gonna go ahead and load this up. I will say these like organizers are really good for just like the normal size products. You're gonna see here in a second, I have like the foil, but it's like the heavy duty, like long version. I didn't have the normal length in, and so I had Chase cut it so it would fit in this, and then you'll see what happens at the end.
Take down your walls and let me ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side. I wanna be there, won't you be mine? Take down your walls and let me. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me. In my bed, 5 to 12, wish I could sleep. Dream about all the ways you could reach me, but now you keep missing out on me, that's for sure. Take down your walls and let me ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side.
I typically get asked why I keep these like restaurant, like to-go silverware packets. I like to have them so if we're gonna go on a picnic or we're just gonna be eating, I don't know, it's just nice to have the convenience of them if we're not gonna be at home, or say we're packing a lunch to go to the zoo, which we don't do as often as we used to now that Savannah's a teenager. But I feel like I grab them occasionally just to have them, or if someone's over and they're gonna be taking food with them, I can just throw that with the leftovers so they can eat it in the car or wherever they're headed.
Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine?
After all that organizing and having Chase like cut down my foil and it like messed up all my foil and getting everything in the drawer, I went to close it and it wouldn't shut all the way. So it shuts with like the organizer, but the actual like locks itself, or like the cutter at the top, it wouldn't let it close all the way. So I just took it out, and this is how I put everything back in there. So it still worked out okay, but that was a fail. This really isn't an organizational thing. I think in my head I was thinking like home projects because I was getting so much done around the house, but we're gonna go ahead and leave this in here because I filmed it. Basically, I'm working on my rug tape. I feel like this is something I have to do every season, like once a year, just because we get a lot of snow and rain, and it has been super windy here, and I love just looking out my windows and seeing flat rugs, and they've been like rolled up because of the wind. So I'm gonna take a few moments and just put a lot of tape around the edges because, like I said, it is super windy here in Oklahoma.
Lay it down for the night. Tell myself I'm alright. We're all a little bit tongue-tied. I think it's just my type. We could do it up for life.
This honestly does not take long to do, and it is so beneficial if you have rugs outside. It's also really good for rugs inside if you don't want to have to worry about tripping or your kids tripping. Now, I would be careful if you're putting it on like wood floors or anything. In this current home, I have tile, so I wouldn't have to worry about it, but definitely keep that in mind. But it's something so easy to do. If you are doing it on the inside, I would just use one like small little piece. I'm just using so much out here because it gets super wet from the snow and rain, and then it is always windy in Oklahoma.
This feeling, but just come back. Lay it down for the night. Tell myself I'm alright. We're all a little bit tongue-tied. I think it's just my type. We could do it up for life.
I'm gonna go ahead and pop up some pictures for you so you can see everything we worked on today. And just remember that Walmart is doing a lot of rollbacks in like home and tech right now. And just make sure to visit their rollbacks page and look for that red rollback arrow online to find the best savings. And don't forget, I'm gonna have that coupon code down below in my description box if you're gonna be doing any like delivery or pickup orders. So thanks again to Walmart for sponsoring today's video. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Make sure you're subscribed because I have some amazing videos coming out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.